despite what you may have heard, I've never gone into a gynecology and said, I'm a gynecologist. Show me that cooter.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's On Your Mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my favorite time of the week, and I hope it's yours too. It's On Your Mark. It's a wrestling show, and I'm here. Oh, I'm Skeeter, Skyflyer. Hello. I'm a wrestler in training, and I'm training with the best there is, and the best there is. Backyard wrestling champion who's undefeated, and he's also a very good podcaster, Mark E. Xtreme.
This is my least favorite time of the week. Any time that I have to spend with you is my least favorite time of the week. Oh, and I have to spend time with you almost every day. So, god dang, my life is miserable. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark. Xtreme, 15 plus years undefeated, backyard wrestling entertainment champion and owner. And top of all that, hot ass, smooth ass, funky ass shit. I am the host of On Your Mark. And for years, we've been giving you the best wrestling content on YouTube. And now you're getting the best wrestling podcast on the podcast airways, because every Wednesday via Dragon Wagon Radio, we are taking a deep dive into topics like you've never even seen or heard before, because there ain't nobody that can give you the perspective like I can, because there ain't nobody seen the things that I've seen or heard before, because I am the 15 plus year undefeated backyard wrestling entertainment champion, Mark E. Xtreme.
And this week we got a super fun topic of referee Nick Patrick.
Do you really fucking think when people are scrolling through all the possible podcasts that they could listen to, oh, I got an interview over here with Eric Bischoff. I got a Connor Thompson deep dive into WCW Hollywood Hogan Nitro. Oh, I'm going to stop and listen to a fucking deep dive into referee Nick Patrick. Do you really think people are going to do that, Skeeter?
I don't see why they wouldn't. I did.
You're so fucking stupid.
Well, we'll see about that. What are your initial thoughts on referee Nick Patrick?
Referees are like invisible people to me. Like, they're not real humans. I can't tell them apart. They all look the same. That's all I got to say. Do you want to wrap this up here?
No, because we got to do intro stuff first.
Okay, do intro stuff first.
Okay. Thank you to Dragon Wagon Radio for keeping this show uncensored so Marky Xtreme can get all the swears out of his body.
Dick.
Be sure to rate and review the show on Apple Podcasts. That helps out the show a whole lot. You go on there, you find On Your Mark if you're not already subscribed on there, and you give a little rate and review. You give 5 stars and you write your favorite review, and then Marky Xtreme sometimes picks out his favorite ones and gives away a free t-shirt. Isn't that right, Marky Xtreme?
That's right, Skeeter Skyflyer. One of the perks of being a skid market, listening to the On Your Mark Wrestling podcast. And
be sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/OYM show, where you can have exclusive content, which also helps out the show a whole bunch. You get exclusive content like Extreme Watch-Alongs, where you watch stuff with Marky Xtreme and myself, and then you also get Patreon shout-outs that are extreme. Right, Marky Xtreme?
That's right, Skeeter Skyflyer. It's one of the most valuable perks of being a skid mark on our Patreon page. And the shout-outs this week are as follows: Bruce Harmeyer, Melissa Mayette, Jason K, Lame Brain, Flocka171AC, Dylan Hinton, Tim Redbeard, Spot the Magic Ninja, Liam McLee, Rick Conley, Tom, Angela Elias, Mr. Blix, and Miguel Diaz. Well, there you have it, Skeeter Skyflyer. Those are the skid marks that keep the roof over the backyard and the food on the roof over the backyard and the food on the table for I body slam bitches through it. And if you want to be a part of that plus Legis list, then march your happy ass on over to patreon.com/OIM show.
Born Joseph Nicholas Patrick Hamilton Jr. on November 9th, 1959 in Lakeland, Florida. I've been to Legoland, but I ain't never been to Lakeland. They got Legos too?
It might be a different theme park.
You ever been?
No, I've never been to Lakeland. Sounds
Remember
boring. A whole theme park about lakes? Sounds like bullshit.
Maybe that's where they make the butter.
What?
The butter.
That's Lando Lakes.
Lakelands.
No, that's Lando Lakes. Lakeland and Legoland's all three different things.
So wait, the butter lady's not Lakelands?
No, I don't think so.
Have you ever met the butter lady?
I know a butter lady.
Who's that?
I shouldn't be talking about this, but it's this lady that gets me real special butter, but from behind the grocery store. I know I can't get you any.
Does it taste good?
It is the best butter I've ever tasted, and I don't know what her special ingredient is, but I don't kiss, I don't tell, and she just keeps giving me butter.
Oh, you lucky. Probably because he was a champion.
Yeah.
Nick Patrick is the son of wrestling legend, the Assassin, who is better known in the wrestling industry as Jody Hamilton. The Assassin? Did wrestlers kill each other back in the day?
Yeah, back when, people were little ass bitches, and yeah, you go out there and take liberties.
Have you ever watched The Assassin before?
No.
That's good, probably because you wouldn't live to tell the tale.
Yeah, I just like to see some assassin bitch come up and try to fucking kill me. I pull a goddamn Mortal Kombat and Sub-Zero freeze his dick off.
You got Mortal Kombat?
I saw Mortal Kombat.
Can't watch it?
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because I illegally watched it.
You legally watched it?
I illegally watched it. I pirated it.
You dressed as a pirate and watched Mortal Kombat?
Oh, God. Yeah, Skeeter. Yes, I dressed as a fucking pirate and I fucking whatever. Yes.
All right, our to-do list is getting real big. I want to have some of this butter, dress up as pirates, and watch Mortal Kombat with you.
That's never going to happen. Keep dreaming, bitch.
All right, well, we could cut out the butter part. Patrick grew up wanting to become a professional wrestler, but an injury ended his wrestling career very early. Hamilton became a referee because he loved the sport so much. He used the name Nick Patrick to make a name for himself without using his father's help. See, Marky Xtreme? Nick Patrick knew who his father was and had huge accomplishments even without him.
The fuck are you trying to do right here? What are you trying to do right now? Are you trying to upset me? Are you trying to make me real depressed?
No. I was trying to show you an example, a good example of someone who makes success for themselves.
All it made me think of is how my father's neglected me. Continue.
Well, yeah, but you're a success even though your father has neglected you.
I know this, but still makes me think about my neglecting father. Continue.
Nick Patrick was a referee in the National Wrestling Alliance's Georgia Championship Wrestling starting in 1980, then moved on to Jim Crockett Promotions, and then was retained when they became World Championship Wrestling. He eventually moved up to become the senior referee in WCW. What does it mean to be the senior referee?
I assume that it means he is of Latin descent.
What's that mean?
They call the males in Latins seniors.
Like the dancers? The Latin dance?
No, male seniors, female senorita in Latin, in Spanish, in Mexico and places.
Oh, so he's Latino.
Latino, like the Latino Heat.
Is he a Guerrero?
He could be in him a little bit.
How do you get Latino Heat?
Another thing that I know a guy for, but I'm not gonna. That's in a whole nother place, a whole nother day.
I bet that's melted butter.
You could say that.
Do you have Latino Heat?
I tried it once. It's not for me.
Marky Xtreme, have you ever been a referee?
I did special guest referees, but I ain't lower myself to be an actual referee.
Is it hard to enforce rules as a referee?
For me, yeah, because I get out there and, I get real excited and I just want to, I end up like just wrestling in the match myself. Like I end up like, usually like taking my liberties and into my own hands and I take off the referee shirt and say, I'm in the match now. It's my rules and I'm still the referee. And then, so I wrestle and then I end up pinning, making the pins and shit too.
But when you pin, then you also count your own pin?
Uh-huh.
That's got to be tough to hold down the shoulders and to do the pins?
Yeah, well, there ain't nobody like me. Never will be.
That's why you're the best. Mark Xtreme, I know that you think I could never be a wrestler, but do you think I could be a referee?
Ooh.
I can usually count to 3.
See, that's the issue. Try right now. Let's do a little test.
Okay, but I can't think of sheep.
That's so fucking stupid. This is your audition, kid. Come on, you get one shot, one opportunity.
Okay, but just number 1, number 2, number 3.
But you need to go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but sometimes if I do that, if I don't focus on the number, I might think of sheep. And if I think of sheep, then I fall asleep.
You can't be a ref. Sorry.
What?
You told me everything I need to hear. You can't be a ref.
If I say number 1, number 2,
we
number
have
3,
one guy that can count in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment very well, and he's our ref. And he has been for 15 years.
LeVar's great. I don't knock LeVar at all. I think he's awesome.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have most of his fingers anymore.
Well, that's an occupational hazard.
Just, we consider it as a backup referee?
Just considered it not going to happen.
I've never thought of more than 4 sheep before.
That makes sense.
When the NWO formed in 1996, Nick Patrick joined and became the official NWO referee. Patrick would allow the NWO wrestlers to cheat, and he would show a clear bias towards the NWO. Patrick's biggest night with the NWO was refereeing every single match on the NWO sold-out pay-per-view on January 25th, 1997 in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. The NWO could have chosen Brian Hildebrand, Randy Anderson, Mickey J, or even Charles Robertson as a referee. But Mark Xtreme, why do you think the NWO picked Nick Patrick?
Oh, because I forgot, honestly, Nick Patrick was in the NWO. You know why the NWO picked him? Because they know what they're doing and they pick the best of the best. And, normally I would, I forgot, man, that Nick Patrick was in the NWO. God dang, Too Sweet for Live. This definitely changes.
I think someone owes me an apology.
Shut the fuck up. This definitely changes my opinions a bit about Nick Patrick. If, anybody that was in the NWO in my eyes is Too Sweet for Life. And, and most refs, I kind of, they're invisible people to me and they're lesser than. And, I, for no particular reason, I just dislike them. But now that I've remembered Nick Patrick's in the NWO, I'm all about it. Let's continue.
Okay. If you want to apologize, now would be a good spot.
I'm sorry, Skeeter.
Apology accepted.
I'm not going to apologize to you.
No, apology accepted.
No, I said, I'm sorry. I'm not going to apologize to you.
Apology accepted. This is why I picked referee Nick Patrick, because he's in the NWO, and I know you love the NWO.
Yeah, For Life Too Sweet.
Yeah. What? How come they got so many numbers in it?
So some dumb bitch like you can't be a part of it.
I guess that makes sense. Because of Nick Patrick helping NWO members win all their matches, Patrick was forced into a match against Chris Jericho at the World War III pay-per-view on November 24th, 1996 in Norfolk, Virginia. The stipulation of the match had one of Jericho's arms tied behind his back. even with that handicap, Jericho won the match with a super kick to Nick Patrick's face. Marky Xtreme, could you win a match with an arm tied behind your back?
Done it before. I'll do it again.
What about leg?
Done it before. Do it again. I won a match, but my leg caught off. What the fuck?
Yeah, but it wasn't tied behind you.
Huh? Might as well have been. It was useless in the match. What's the difference?
What about your head?
That's something I have not had a match without yet, but we have considered decapitations.
How do you do it? How do you still win a match when you got something tied behind you?
It's called skill, Skeeter. It's called, putting years into this business and learning how to do it,
You right-handed or left-handed?
I'm bidextrous.
What's that?
It means you float both ways.
You go both ways?
Yeah.
Do you go one way more than the other?
Depends on the day of the week.
So you just go wherever the wind takes you?
Yeah. Yeah. One day I might be into this hand or this thing over here, and another thing I might be over here. Just all depends on how I feel.
What hand are you into today?
My soft one.
Which one's your soft one?
The one I use less. My left hand.
Oh. Can't hold your hand?
Fuck off. Stupid bitch.
It's okay. I still accept your apology. What makes a great referee?
Honestly, Skeeter, I think what makes a great referee, you got to count real good. You got to have a referee shirt. That's pretty much it. The least athletic you are, the bigger waste of space you are, lesser of a human being you are. I think that makes you a better referee. But you know what would make referees even better, Skeeter?
Rocket packs?
That's actually not a bad idea. No, a Dragon Wagon Radio exclusive On Your Mark t-shirt. Skeeter, Skyflyer, there is only one place where you can get exclusive On Your Mark Wrestling podcast t-shirts. And where is that, Skeeter?
OnYourMarkShow.com.
Okay, I guess I'll continue this ad. OnYourMarkShow.com is the place you can get On Your Mark Show podcast exclusive t-shirts like Toll Ride and other sick shirts like what, Skeeter?
Well, there's a Toll Ride shirt. There's a podcast shirt of the artwork from this show. You can also get them as mugs and you get them as masks. All kinds of stuff. It's for every occasion, and they make great gifts.
Yep, that's right. You ain't gonna find these are the exclusive pieces of merchandise anywhere else but on OnYourMarkShow.com.
It's time for Skeeter's little known fact.
Not a fucking segment.
Did you know that Nick Patrick is the son of wrestling legend The Assassin, who is better known in the wrestling industry as Jody Hamilton?
Yeah, you fucking dumbass. You talked about this earlier.
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
He was the assassin? Did wrestlers kill each other back in the day?
What happened today? Yesterday was chair shot class. You shouldn't be this fucking stupid today. Is not how this works.
What? Am I getting dumber?
It's a strong possibility.
Well, today you told me to clean all the dead possums off the roof.
Did you put a mask on?
No.
Well, fuck. You probably inhaled some weird shit.
Are we going to start recording today?
Oh, God. We already are recording, Skeeter. Next time you clean the possums off the roof, put on a fucking face mask. They emit fumes that are toxic.
Well, then why would I wear a face mask if it emits fumes that are toxic? That seems like a bad idea.
No, that seems like you don't want to inhale these fumes.
Yeah, but if it's on the mask, then I'm not going to wear that mask.
I don't even understand what you're trying to say. So I'm just going to fucking move on. Skeeter, we're already recording. Your little known fact, not a segment. You brought up shit from earlier. Move forward on your list. Look at your computer. Go to the next thing.
Toll ride.
Oh, fuck off. That's not on your. Was that on your list? You prepare the moments to do toll rides?
I wrote it down.
Oh, fuck off. I hate you.
What am I supposed to do with this bag of dead possums?
Take it, put it in the dumpster behind the fucking cash and carry.
Okay, but we're doing a show right now.
After we record, you dumb bitch. You're just going to have to deal with it for now.
Dude, I think some of them are still alive.
Kick the bag. Peter, if Peter's listening, stop listening.
But we need listeners.
Not Peter.
Are you talking about the animal Peter?
Yeah. The people for the ethical treatment or whatever.
Okay. Let me just get my head on straight. It smells like a lot of dead possums in here.
Stop inhaling it, Skeeter.
I'm just losing my breath.
You know what? Why am I caring about your well-being? Take some deep fucking breaths. Inhale that shit. Like real deep. Yeah, breathe it in. Everybody listening, I might need a new co-host here within the next week. You know, if Skeeter Skyflyer hopefully passes away, you know, we'll be looking for a new co-host for the On Your Mark Wrestling podcast. So send your auditions to our Twitter at OIMShow, a 30-second video telling me why you should be the new co-host of On Your Mark.
Okay, I think I got it together. Do you think referee John Cone named his undefeated tag team champion legendary wrestler's son Nicholas after Nick Patrick?
Oh yeah, definitely. Probably because he was in NWO for real though.
Nicholas was in an NWO?
Nick Patrick, we discussed this. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's why I chose this today. That's why I thought this would be a good choice. So I'm glad you're happy about it. Nick Patrick, NWO, to life for sweet.
Deep breaths. Take deep breaths. God, I hope Skeeter fucking dies in this episode.
Patrick's NWO tenure came to an end at WCW Spring Stampede 1997. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash were scheduled to defend the WCW World Tag Team titles against the Steiner brothers. Due to attacks on the outside of the ring and Hall failing to show up for the event, the title match eventually became a singles match between Nash and Rick Steiner. Nash was allowed to appoint a referee, and he chose Patrick. During the match, Nash removed the padding over the turnbuckle and dropped Steiner's face onto it. Nash covered an unconscious Steiner, and Patrick quickly counted to 3, awarding the titles to Nash. But after the match, Nash kept beating up Steiner. Then Patrick had a change of heart and stopped Nash. And then Ted DiBiase also had a change of heart and tried to help stop Nash. Nash refused, and then both Patrick and DiBiase left to get help for Steiner. But then later that night, between Randy Savage and Diamond Dallas Page, Patrick ended up counting the pin for Page, and then Nash came out and attacked Patrick, and for all incest and purposes, kicking him out of the NWO. That's sad, getting kicked out of a club with your friends in it. What's worse, Marky Xtreme? Getting kicked out of the NWO, or you getting kicked by the Young Bucks and not being allowed to join the Elite?
Well, again, you're bringing up something that triggers me and brings up bad memories, so fuck you. I think that they're equally as bad, truthfully. I think that, you know, diving back into the moment that the Young Bucks super kicked me to what I thought was going to be into the Bullet Club and into, you know, Hot Topic money and AEW and TNT Superstar. No, it was a swift kick into rejection and depression and fucking years of toiling and with fucking less than, you know, people that are less than me.
Like who?
Oh, I don't know, Skeeter. I don't know, you know. People with names that rhyme with Feeder Fire.
Yoko's soup ass?
Deep breath, Skeeter. Fucking deep. But yeah, no, I think that, that was the worst day of my life, and I'm sure it was for him too.
Yeah, because you could be on AEW right now hanging out with...
I could, couldn't I? I could. No, instead you got fucking Ryan Ziegler up in there and fucking you're an obsessed baby PP Avalon and fucking Cardona virus spreading Levapats and all fucking... You got a fucking ton of misfits in there. Oh, that's going to put some butts in the seats. Oh, you got Vince Russo writing this shit?
I hope so. Then that show would be even better.
I don't know. Fucking bullshit.
Marky Xtreme, if you were a referee and you could change any rule in all of wrestling, what rule would you change?
I hope this doesn't get me canceled. But, for artistic purposes only, because I find the human body beautiful. If I would say bra and panties matches don't end with just bra and panties, you got to take off the bra and panties. And that's purely because I found the human body beautiful, and I appreciate the art of it.
So what do you call that match then?
Nudity.
So whoever's nudity at the end is the loser or winner?
Loser and the winner. That's how I'd pitch it. You might be losing this match, Trish Stratus, but you're winning because you're giving the world the beautiful art of them titties.
Okay. Seems weird you wouldn't just have people wrestle naked in the first place.
Well, you got to build the suspense. And there's some people I don't want, as much as I appreciate the human body, I'm not sitting here saying I want to see fucking
Batista?
Yeah, I'll pass. Peter Avalon's probably the last person I want to see naked.
Really?
You add you to that list.
Oh. Wait, who's last? Peter Avalon or me?
Equal. I'm sad to say equal. I can't pick, but you know what, Skeeter, this conversation's got me worked up a good appetite. And you know what I think I'm gonna do to scratch that itch?
Eat something?
I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna eat some coleslaw from Hillbilly Tim's Coleslaw Shack. Skeeter, Skyflyer, tell the fine listeners at home about our BW superstar Hillbilly Tim's Coleslaw Shack.
Hillbilly Tim's Coleslaw Shack has been in business for over a year and a half, and it's just been really great. And they've had a lot of business and new innovations all the time. Now Hillbilly Tim's Coleslaw Shack has a bag of ice, and it's limit one per day. But you can get anything that you want iced. If you're with one of the first customers, you can get your drink iced, you can get your coleslaw iced. Anything you want, but one bag of ice per day is going to help anything that you need iced. And that's just one of the new great features over at Hillbilly Tim's Coleslaw Shack.
Go on down today and get your shit cold while the ice lasts at Hillbilly Tim's Coleslaw Shack.
When WCW was bought by the WWF, Nick Patrick was one of 3 WCW referees who had their contracts purchased, along with Charles Robinson and Billy Silverman. Patrick became a referee for the alliance of WCW, ECW wrestlers trying to take over the WWF. He even had a match against Earl Hebner at the WWF Invasion pay-per-view on July 22nd, 2001 in Cleveland, Ohio. Patrick lost to Hebner, and Mick Foley was the special guest referee who gave him Mr. Sacco after the match. I love that match. How come they don't have more referees wrestle each other?
Because referees aren't wrestlers. They're not wrestlers. I'm not going in there and I despite what you may have heard, I've never gone into a gynecology and said, I'm a gynecologist. Show me that cooter. I've never done that. I'm a wrestler. so I stick to what I do. Referees are referees, so they should stick to what they do.
Why are there those flyers then around town talking about look out for fake gynecologists?
Gynecologists? I don't know nothing about that.
It sounded like you did, though, when you talked about it earlier.
You know what? Like I told you, anytime you see one of them fake propagandas, rip it down, throw it away.
But I thought you didn't even like Gronk, but you're pretending to be a gronkologist?
No, gynecologist.
What's that?
It's a doctor that gets to look at vaginas all day.
Why would you want to do that? Sounds horrible.
Really?
Yeah. Why? And then what? You just look at him and go, okay, yeah, that's one of them.
You look at it and then you say, yep, that one looks good. Or something's wrong with this one. You better go work on it.
What if something's wrong with it? You got to do something about it.
Not me. I don't know. The doctor, the gynecologist doesn't do anything about it. The vagina owner has to fix it themselves.
But they're at the gronkologist, and don't they got to do something about it?
He will. I would make a suggestion, but I don't dive in there myself. I don't know. It's not how it works.
Isn't it though? Because when you go to the ice cream store, do they just go, what's a good flavor? Birthday cake. And then they go, oh, okay. And then you go somewhere else to get ice cream? No, they give you the birthday cake.
That's not how it works in this case, Skeeter. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't, because I guess I wouldn't get ice cream from a gronkologist.
No, I would not suggest that you get ice cream from a gynecologist.
But I assume they would fix my vagina.
If you had a vagina, then they would suggest to you how to fix it, yes.
Can we go get birthday cake ice cream?
You can get me birthday cake ice cream.
Okay. Can I get a sneak bite?
No. Gross.
Patrick left the SmackDown brand of WWE on February 9, 2007, and then Mickey Henson took over as senior referee. Patrick remained with WWE, officiating matches in their new developmental territory, Florida Championship Wrestling. Patrick returned to the SmackDown brand on February 8, 2008, and refereed a tag team match between Jesse and Festus, one of the best tag team ever, versus Deuce and Domino, another great tag team. However, it quickly disappeared again due to injuries. Patrick was released from the WWE on August 8, 2008, after 7 months of inactivity due to a chronic back injury. Now, that don't make no sense. How can a referee hurt their back when they always flop on their belly to make it count?
Because their backs they ain't got strong wrestler backs.
Oh. How do you make your back stronger?
Bumps. Years of bumps.
Really? I thought that hurts the back. It makes it stronger?
It hurts it and it makes it stronger, yeah. You got to build calluses of it.
Don Callis?
Different callus.
This is confusing. Aside from occasionally officiating matches at Ron Gossett's Universal Championship Wrestling shows in Georgia, Nick Patrick no longer has any involvement in professional wrestling. Wow. Can you imagine one day never having any involvement in professional wrestling anymore, Marky Xtreme?
No, can't imagine that. I'll be doing this until the day I die.
What day is that?
I have it planned.
Do you want to say?
No, but I have it all planned out. I know, if I haven't, died of natural causes by age 100, then when I hit 101, I'm going to fucking, my triple moonsault off of a second story roof is my record. I'm going to go 5 stories. I'm going bigger. One last big spot.
That sounds awesome. You selling tickets to that now?
We can. Might as well.
For Marky Xtreme's 101 birthday bash?
Mm-hmm. Bash and burial.
Wow.
It's the name of the pay-per-view.
Who you gonna do the move to? Who you gonna wrestle?
That's I have not decided that, but there's some people I have in mind.
If you die and you're still the Backyard Wrestling Entertainment champion by then,
the belt goes to heaven with me.
What?
Yep. And then I wrestle all the dead wrestlers.
For the title?
Sure.
That's so exciting. Are you going to lose in heaven?
No, fuck no.
Are referee shirts made out of real zebra skin?
Some. I would have to imagine some are. The original design, probably, definitely.
I knew it. Yokozuna owed me $3.
Yeah. Never make a bet with him.
Why not?
I just would trust me. I would never make a bet with him.
Was he a cheater?
Yeah, I just think he's into weird devil shit. Really.
Oh yeah, he for sure is.
Exactly. So just be careful.
Well, this has been a great show, Marky Xtreme. I'm so glad that you were happy that we did a show about Nick Patrick.
Well, I wasn't, and then forgot that he was in the NWO, and then I'm all right with it.
Well, this has been a wonderful episode. I hope everyone enjoys this show, along with other shows on Dragon Wagon Radio. Shows like The House Show, a live concert series featuring performances and conversations with incredible singer-songwriters. Get the experience of an intimate concert in your living room.
Not my house show.
Yeah, but you don't do stuff with live bands.
Because they all want fucking money. Find me a band that I don't got to pay.
What about Rhea Ripley's band? They sounded cool.
Yeah, they fucking do, but they want a lot of money.
For their brutality.
Man, Rhea Ripley could break my dick off, I think. If she wanted to. She's intense. I'm turned on and equally freaked out.
Yeah, she's scary.
She's intense, dude.
Also, check out patreon.com/OIM show where you can get video and podcast episodes 2 days early. You get access to Xtreme watch-alongs where Marky Xtreme and I watch the best wrestling matches ever. Get exclusive t-shirts, a replica BWE championship is available, and a whole lot more. In closing, Marky Xtreme, did you know that Nick Patrick is the son of wrestling legend The Assassin, who's better known in the wrestling industry?
Oh my God, Skeeter.
Hamilton?
You've said this 3 times now. Deep breaths. Pass away. In my misery. And in this episode.
The Assassin? The wrestlers used to kill each other back in the day?
I'm so sorry for everybody listening. If you're still listening to this point, you deserve better.
All right, well, this has been a great episode. We'll be back next week with a brand new one. And until then, have fun, everybody. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Dragon Wagon.